Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone, it's officially 9 p.m. We're going to be getting started around 9:05 or 9:10, 9:10, just to allow people just to trickle in. So if anybody's already here, get comfortable for a little bit, and we'll be starting in a little bit as well. So thank you. Hello, Max. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. We're going to be starting around like 9:05, 9:10. Somewhere around there, just to allow people just to come in. So yeah, just sit back and relax until then.
losing days. I'm losing sleep every night. Keep trying to cover my eyes. Yeah. Is it my bad today? I think I'm losing my mind. Yeah. Still see your face all the time. All the time. Try to rewind till we're back where we started. Yeah, that's all I want. And night after night after night, I'm still holding. I'm hurting. I'm hurting by you. I'm sleeping a dream of you. Late at night I scream for you. Waiting on a day. Until then, I live with hallucinations. Yeah, they're just hallucinations. And they're just hallucinating. 'Cause you're not here. Hallucinations. Losing my concentration. Hearing your voice in my head. Seeing you when you are there. You are there. And I can't keep living like this. Yeah. Something's gotta give me you. Yeah. If I can make it all go away. Try to rewind till we're back where we started. Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I want. And night after night after night, I'm still on it. I'm hard, baby.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Oasis, and welcome to our third online DCM. So, to begin, I would like to start off with the introduction of guests. So, if there's anybody in the chat or in the call right now who is not from Desert Oasis, please go on ahead and comment. But if not, then just gonna recognize the people who have commented before. So first of all, we have Max Rico, our Sub-Region B trustee. Next, we have Jennifer Tai. She is the Sunset Lieutenant Governor and my past district board buddy. So hi, board buddy, huggies. And seems like there's no one else in the chat, so we're just gonna move on straight into club reports. Yay! All right. So for for Cal State San Bernardino, CSN, Norco, and Crafton Hills, there hasn't been much in terms of events, but in terms of planning, there has been a lot of activity. I have been speaking with each representative from each club, and I'm currently trying to work out the dates of when each club is going to be having their respective club rushes, so that myself and other people from my DLT or even the other schools within Desert Oasis can help attend and help table at these certain schools when the time does come for them to have their tabling. So besides that, there's nothing much else to report for these schools, except that I'm very excited to working to. I'm looking forward to working with them in the near future, within the next few weeks, since um, most of these schools will be starting their fall semester, or some of them have already started, while others are gonna be starting pretty soon. Starting their fall semester. So with that, we have our first club, UC Riverside, and today we have Vanessa, who is the current club president. So Vanessa, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, Vanessa.
Hello? Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So for UC Riverside this past month, we've had a couple services. So the big one that we had recently was the beach cleanup. Thank you to Nathan Wong and Maddie Villanueva for hosting that. I heard it was really fun. So they're actually hoping to plan another one in the future. So look out for that. We've also had like soup kitchen and our ongoing services during the summer too. So if you're interested, please attend. We also had summer tabling. I believe it ended recently. So thank you to everyone who helped us. We got a lot of signups. So woohoo! Shout out to Jameson and other people who have hosted the tablings in the past. We also had TV tapings to help fundraise for K-Rock. And go to K-Rock 2019. Woo-hoo. And we've also been having 5-on-1s with our A board just to keep up to date with them. And yeah, some upcoming events that we have. We'll actually have our next summer meeting on Tuesday, the 21st. So please attend that if you can. I'll be going over like past events, upcoming and ongoing events. So if you want to know more information about those, please attend. It'll probably be 7 or 8 p.m. I haven't really set a time yet, but it'll for sure be on the 21st. We've also announced that we extended our t-shirt design contest until that second general meeting. So if you did have a t-shirt design in mind and you're from UCR, you're more than welcome to submit a design to my email. It's listed on the post that Robin posted earlier today. Me and my e-board are continuing with 5-on-1s this upcoming week. Try to get to everyone that's on our board. And then we just have our board retreat in September. Just trying to plan for fall and get our board to bond and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for August.
Thank you so much for that, Vanessa. For those of you who are in the area of where UCR is having their TV tapings, please do, if you have the time, try to attend. I recently went to one of their TV tapings. I believe the TV taping was Let's Make a Deal. And at first, I thought it would be a TV taping where it would be where you just be sitting down and then they would ask you to clap and cheer. So like something like really boring. But instead, it was kind of actually really fun. There would be times where in between takes, they would ask people to dance. So at first it was a little bit awkward, but then people were just like, it's whatever. So you would just be dancing with a bunch of like people who are dressed up in like some funny costumes. And yeah, this is like a really fun time. And plus it's really the money that is raised is going toward UCR's biggest fundraiser for the year, which is K-Rock. So yeah, if you guys are in the area, I would highly suggest, or we would really love it. We would really love it to see you guys there with us. So moving on from the bright lights of Vegas, we have UNLV, and today we have Jacob Lockhart, who is the current club president, to give his club report for the past month. So Jacob, if you will.
Yes, hi. Apologies if it's hard to hear me. I'm in the car right now driving back from our last social. But with updates from the past month, we've been doing service at least once every week. Occasionally, we do have services 2 times a week. So that's great. Shout out to Terry for all those great services. And then we've been continuing doing our new student orientations where we recruit new members coming in as freshmen right after their orientation so we can recruit. So we've been collecting email signups, and hopefully we'll get a nice decent amount of people at our first meeting. We have one more left, and then we'll be done for the summer. That is because our school year is starting up. So our first day of school is the 27th. So we'll start getting all of that done. One of the greatest things coming up that I believe is we have a service for a animal shelter, which is great because it follows our club theme, which is Year of the Dog. So again, shout out to Terry for setting that up. Hopefully we can continue doing service at animal shelters. So that'll be a fun one. And then also with past events, what I just left today was our last summer social, Marsh Melody. It's another pun off of our great fundraiser, March Melody. So that was the first official social by our Spirit Unity membership chair, Mickey Cuento. So good job to him. And we're going to continue on with the upcoming year. Again, school starts on the 27th. And then our first meeting is the week after on September 5th. So we're planning everything to set up the first meeting with all of that. Following that is our welcome back week. So we have a lot of planning going ahead and preparing for the upcoming school year.
All right. Thank you so much for your report, Jacob. And I just want to give a really quick shout out to the people from UNR. Recently, throughout summertime, there have been quite a few members from UNR, from Capital Division, who have been actually, working alongside members from UNLV, doing service events with them, spending time with them throughout socials and all that stuff. So I just wanted to just quickly give a quick little shout out to UNR and Capital Division. Thank you so much for hanging out in the Oasis with us, and we really hope to see you guys soon. So yeah, moving on, we're going to be talking about past and upcoming events. And the first event that I would like to talk about was the July District Board meeting. So throughout the weekend, all the district board officers came to Rancho Cucamonga to, have workshops, talk about a few things, and most importantly, go over the proposals that we would end up voting on Sunday. And because of that, I just wanted to quickly just go over a few things that we voted on. I'm not going to be going over a few items. So if there are a few things that I did not talk about and you do have questions about, I would highly suggest looking at the proposals and asking the people who proposed them. Such as, for example, I'm not going to be talking about the social media weeks. So if you want to learn more about them, I would highly suggest talking to the respective officers for those specific things. But besides that, I want to talk about FTC and DCON. So for those of you who don't know, the themes for FTC and DCON are as follows. FTC is going to have the grocery store theme, and DCON is going to be having the farm theme. So it's kind of funny. You go to the grocery store at FTC, and then you go to the farm at DCON. So basically just kind of comes for a circle. But besides the themes, I also wanted to bring up another aspect regarding the events. We also ended up we ended up increasing the registration dues for both events. So forgive me if I get the numbers wrong, but for FTC, the amount for early registration is now 150, and the amount for late reg is now 175. And for DCON, the amount for early reg is 150, but the amount for late reg is 200. If I have those numbers wrong, please forgive me. And if anything, I would suggest talking to Shira, the current district treasurer, for the accurate numbers. I also wanted to bring up Maple Wong. We ended up revamping the award, and instead of service hours being counted per member, it is now going to be counted toward the amount of hours that the whole club puts in. We also ended up removing the oratorical contest, so I apologize for those of you who look forward to the contest every GCon. Maybe next year the contest can be brought back, but for this year the oratorical has been removed, and in its place it has been replaced with the district committee awards. So if you guys didn't know, we have about, I could be mistaken, so forgive me please, we have about 87 people in district committees this year, and since this award was approved, the district committee members have the opportunity to be recognized at the district level at DCon. So they would have to apply for the award, and yeah, it would just go through the same process that any other award at DCon would go through, such as the judging process. And the other thing that I want to talk about is a few changes to MRP. We ended up changing the Circle K tag, the CK tag, to the alumni tag. So the reason for that is because as a district, we want to move more toward a professional development, and we want to help our members who are currently in Circle K kind of get the right foot in the door, to say, before they graduate and move on with their professional lives. And we also want to give our alumni more involvement within our organizations. So the reason for the change is to kind of bring in our alumni and help and have them host workshops or something like that with our members. And in order to fulfill this tag, you need at least 2 alumni members who were in Circle K and 2 Circle K members from your respective club. But the thing about the alumni is that they don't have to come from from any school. So for example, if there is if UCR wants to have a key to life, they would ask alumni to come by. But if, for example, if there is a certain I guess major, or if there's a certain career that isn't represented with the alumni that we currently have at UCR, or the alumni who have graduated from UCR, we can ask another school about if they had any any alumni from there to come, if they had the time to kind of come by to UCR to kind of help host a workshop. So you really do have a lot of freedom in terms of working with alumni. So, and we do think that this is a really good opportunity to have them more involved, even after Circle K. And besides that, we also increased the amount of MD&E events and webinars you would have to attend. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, but compared to last year, you would have to attend 1 more events compared to last year. So again, if you have any questions regarding any proposals that were or were not passed at the most recent board meeting, I would really highly suggest talking to the respective officers. And if anything, Wayne Chang, our district secretary, should release the minutes from the meeting within the next few weeks. The next thing I want to talk about is a webinar that's actually going to be coming up on the 22nd of this month. So in a few days, it's going to be the Membership Recognition Program and Mastered Record Sheets webinar. So one of the things that I didn't talk about in my previous slide was the MRS. So there was an item on the list that basically was aimed towards secretaries and making the MRS a lot more streamlined and making the process a lot more easier for them to fill out certain sections. That item ended up passing. So Caitlin is going to be hosting this workshop on the 22nd at 9 p.m. to kind of go over the most recent changes so that anyone who is curious can come by and learn about the changes. And I didn't put a slide for this, but if you take a look, if you can take a look at the link on the slide, if you are interested in hosting a webinar, then type in that link and it'll bring you to a Google form. And if you are interested, then you just fill out the form and see if you can host a workshop in the future. The next thing I want to talk about is something that the CNM committee came up with. So it's called Twitter Confessions. So you can basically just go on Twitter and just kind of just like shout out your club, division, or district, or even international. And you can just say, say things that you want to see, like, I love Desert Oasis, and I can't wait for K-Rock and March Melody and Serenade, or something like that. Or you can be like hashtag K-Rock or hashtag Go West or something like that. But you can just basically just go on Twitter and just like say anything to your heart's content, as long as it's appropriate and as long as you're not throwing shade or doing anything negative. So if you are interested in this, the link is on the slide. And if you want to confess anything, please go right on ahead. And next up, I would like to move on to divisional and club events. So recently, if you guys didn't know, Desert Oasis got involved with the WASH project. Unfortunately, there wasn't as much activity as we expected, but that's okay, because after talking with the DOT, we think that since we still want to take part in the project, we're gonna end up having this event kind of ongoing. So there's not gonna be like a certain time period, but if someone wants to donate or if they want to bring awareness at any point in time, they would just have to put the specific hashtag that is listed on the event page. Or if they want to donate, then all they would have to do is post proof that they donated, and put the hashtag as well that's listed on the event page. So instead of a certain amount of time for this event, we wanted to still be part of it, and we're gonna have it as ongoing. And we're gonna be posting more information about the process, about what you can do to get involved within the next week or so. So look out for that. The next thing I want to talk about is the next upcoming DCM. So the next upcoming DCM is going to be on the 22nd in September at the same time at 9 p.m. So if you guys were curious about when the next DCM was going to be held, here you go. Mark your calendars. And if anybody that you know was not able to make it to this DCM, then you can be like, hey, the next DCM is on this day at this time. So if anyone that you know wasn't able to make it, then hopefully with kind of a heads up, they can make it to the next one. So moving on, I just wanted to quickly shout out a fundraiser that UCR is having for K-Rock. As mentioned before, they are having TV tapings with this show, Let's Make a Deal. And they're actually having another TV taping on the 31st of this month. And it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The specific location, I don't have it right now on my notes, but it is on UCR's page. And if you are not on UCR's page, but you do have Vanessa as a friend on Facebook or something like that, then I would highly suggest talking to Vanessa for the deets about where the TV taping is going to be taking place. So just wanted to quickly shout out that fundraiser for UCR. And moving on to LTG updates. As always, the Oasis Hour is always held on every second and fourth week of every month. And it just so happens that this upcoming week on Monday and Wednesday, my office hours will be on 9 p.m. as always. But this upcoming Monday, I can't promise you that I will be mentally all there, because I'm actually getting my wisdom teeth removed on the 20th. So if anything, if one of my DLT officers is up for it, then they themselves can host the office hour. But if anything, I might not have an office hour this upcoming Monday because I will need time to heal because I'm getting all 4 of them removed. But if you guys want to come by on Wednesday, I should be able to host the office hour on Wednesday just to answer any questions that any members may or may not have. So moving on to club visitations. So as stated before, for Cal State San Bernardino, Crafton Hill, CSN, and Norco, the dates are to be decided. I'm sorry, not to be decided, but to be announced. I still need to get confirmation of when the tabling dates are going to be for each club. So that's why it's to be announced. But for UNLV, I'm going to be visiting Nevada from the 4th to the 6th in September. And I'm going to be helping UNLV with their tabling day on the 5th. So that should be pretty fun because I love Vegas and I also love Brew Tea Bar. Shout out to Jacob for showing me that awesome boba shop. But yeah, I'm going to be in Vegas from that time frame. But right after my visit to UNLV, I'm going to be going to UCR's board retreat, which is going to be on the 7th. So I'll be going with Ronald Liu and Sean Holloway, previous lieutenant governors of Desert Oasis, and we're going to be just giving presentations during the board retreat. And also, after that, the week after, I'm going to be going back to Vegas on the 12th of September to the 15th to attend UNLV's Welcome Week events, and also going to be there alongside Jacob Lockhart and I believe Linda Marks for the Kiwanis Division 28 installation. So as you can see, my first 2 weeks in September are going to be pretty packed, and that doesn't account for the club rushes that I want to attend in the future. So moving on, I would like to also quickly shout out to my newsletter and graphics chair, Andy, about the divisional t-shirt design contest that he recently put out on the divisional page. So for from the 7th to the 21st, if you are talented with graphics and if you can make some really awesome designs, then we would really love it to see your designs being submitted for this year's divisional t-shirt. And just keep in mind that there are a few guidelines that you would have to follow. Some of them, or almost all of them, are listed within the slide. For example, it obviously needs to have our division's name on it. It needs to express our theme. It needs to have our mascot, which is Cactar. And also it must have all 5 clubs that are currently within Desert Oasis. So if there's anyone within Desert Oasis who is snazzy with graphics, please do submit them. We really look forward to seeing all the great designs that you guys can potentially give to our division. I also want to shout out to Andy again for our upcoming divisional newsletter that should be released sometime next month. If you have any articles that you would like to submit or any photos that you would like to submit, please submit your photos to the email on the slide. And if you have any articles that you would like to submit, please submit the articles and the tiny URL that is seen on the slide as well. And if you have any questions, please talk to Andy. I'm pretty sure that he would be more than happy to answer any questions that anyone may have. So next up, I would like to just quickly spotlight 2 August Faces of Desert Oasis, basically our photos. For the first photo, I would like to spotlight Alex. Alex is an incoming third year and is currently attending UNLV. Her major is a secondary education with English with creative writing concentration. And something that's a fun fact about her is that she writes novels on the side. So if you guys ever get the opportunity to talk to Alex, please do. She's a really awesome person. And yeah, next up, I would like to spotlight Emily. Emily is a incoming third year at UC Riverside. Her major is business, and a fun fact about her is that she loves a lot of types of music, and a big influence in her, I guess, musical library are her parents and her brother. So very wholesome. Um, so if you guys ever see Emily around or even get the opportunity to talk to her, please do. But both Alex and Emily are really great people. So if you ever get the chance to talk to them, please do. They're really great people. So next up, I would like to talk about something that was mentioned in the first online DCM. So if you were here in the very first online DCM that we held, I mentioned how the DOT and I kind of didn't want to spotlight a member every month since within Desert Oasis it is a little bit slow, and we didn't think that it would be beneficial to kind of you know, dig really deep to like find members. Instead, we wanted to take kind of the 3 months within summertime and kind of look at what the members of our division have done within those 3 months and kind of use that as a way to kind of, you know, spotlight them. And for the, we usually call it member of the month, but since we held back, we are calling this member of the summer. But if you guys can see on the slide, it's members, not member. So the DOT and I decided that both UCR and UNLV, even though it was really slow for the whole division, that both schools had so many people kind of going beyond the call of duty. You know, some people would go to, you know, every service event. Other people would be, you know, would take the time out of the day to kind of, you know, drive people everywhere. So we thought it was only fair, since both clubs who performed really well, that we would spotlight 2 people from each club. So the first person we would like to recognize as a member of the summertime is Vin from UNLV. So for Vin, I'm pulling up my notes. I really want to do this right. So Vin has been really active within UNLV. According to a few people, he's been really going to a lot of service events and being really active within his club in terms of driving people and, you know, all that stuff. But we just wanted to you know, give Vin a really big shout out for becoming a member of the summertime. And the next member we would like to spotlight for member of the summertime is Jameson from UCR. Jameson is the current PR chair for UC Riverside, and according to a few members, he's also, same as Vin, been very active within the summertime, going to many service events, driving people everywhere. Even though there would be times when he would be really tired, he would still take the time out of his day to kind of to make sure that our members, you know, went to events and all the good stuff. So thank you so much, Ben and Jameson. We're not really sure how to split Cactar between you two, but we can work something out. So please expect your certificates to be sent to your respective club presidents within this weekend so that they can properly recognize you. So besides that, I would also like to quickly shout out James, I hope I say this right, James Malabanan from UNLV for being recognized as MR Monday. So if you guys didn't know, the MR committee likes to recognize a few members around our district and from like certain schools. So, and it just so happens that James was recognized. So just wanted to quickly give James a shout out for that. And besides that, that's pretty much it. I would like to now open the floor for open forum. So if anyone in the chat has anything that they would like to say, or anyone within this hangout right now, so Charlene, Vanessa, Jacob, if you guys have anything that you would like to add to anything that I talked about, please go on ahead. I'm just gonna leave the floor open for about a minute or so. It just depends on how many people want to say something. So.
Okay, hello everyone. Don't forget to sign in at tinyurl.com /I love DCM so that we can record you and that you attended tonight's DCM. Thank you.
And if anything, the link for the sign-in sheet will be posted on the divisional page on the most recent post. So if anyone here, if you guys don't see the link, then we can post it there. But I will quickly scroll to the beginning of the slide where the link is, just so that anyone who hasn't signed up yet can sign up. Let's see. Am I ready for marriage? No, I'm not ready for marriage. But we all know that I'm the pants in the relationship, so Richard kind of has to deal with that. And if he doesn't support me or my kids, then he ain't he ain't gonna be right for me. So, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Desert Oasis and Foothill kind of have this thing where each year the lieutenant governors of each respective division kind of get married. So to give some context, last year it was Max Rico and Diana from Foothill, and they got married and then got divorced and then kind of, I guess, got back together and then divorced officially. So hopefully my marriage to Richard isn't as rocky, but it's 2018. Don't judge us. So.
Hi, can I share my open floor real quick?
Of course.
All right. So one thing is in my weekly emails, I feature a dog of the week. So I currently am out of pictures. So I do these to feature our own dogs, our own members' dogs, because our theme is Year of the Dog. So I will also accept UCR and other divisionals if they want, because UNLV hasn't sent me more. So if you're out there and want your dog featured, you can message me a picture of your dog. You can give a brief description or whatnot, and you might see it featured on our email. If you want to be sent with our email, like be subscribed, you can send me your email address, and I can add that too. So yeah, send me your dogs. Woo! Thanks.
Woo! Oh, woo, woo, woo. Something that I didn't mention within the slides is that it was brought up to me recently that a few people within Desert Oasis or maybe a lot of people, I'm not really sure about the actual amount, but there was an idea that was brought up to me about having kind of like a Q&A thing where people send in questions and I kind of answer the questions. Kind of went back and forth about thinking about how I kind of want to go through with it. Not sure if having a live stream or kind of recording myself answering the questions and then posting the video on the divisional page is going to be like equally as effective as the other choice. But after thinking about it for a while, I decided that I want to do this Q&A session with members with Desert Oasis. So I want to be talking with my DOT about it within the next few days to kind of see how to work out this system. But we should have this system worked out within the next week or so. But if anyone from Desert Oasis has any questions they would like me, or if they would like anyone from the DLT to answer questions, then we can, have a live stream about it, or we can like record a video and post it on the divisional page. So if anyone has any burning questions they would like to ask myself, or even if requested the DLT, then think about some questions you want to ask, and in the near future, we should release more information about this opportunity to get to know myself, or again, if requested, the DLT. Yeah. Again, so I'm just gonna leave the open form open for another minute or so, just to see if anyone from the chat or anybody within the Hangout has any specific questions regarding anything, or any comments or anything they want to add.
Oh, I want to give a quick shout out.
All right.
So I forgot it in my updates. I'm not sure the time frame, but we did have our board retreat. So shout out to our VPA Vanessa, not UCR, sorry. So she did a great board retreat. Shout out to you, and also shout out to our treasurer Erica for setting up a joint fundraiser with you and our treasurer at Brew Tea Bar. That was a success. So thanks, you two.
Woo! So many shout outs. Might as well shout out everyone in the whole district. Shout out to you. You get a shout out. You get a shout out. Everyone gets a shout out. I'm kidding. No, but really, it's really great to like see members from other divisions working together, and I'm really happy to hear that UNLV had a really great board retreat. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but there was the July district board meeting. So, but I really do hope that you guys had a really great retreat, and I hope that the things you learned from the retreat help you out during the rest of your term. Let's see. If no one else have any questions, we're gonna be adjourning this DCM. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing all of you guys again on the 22nd of September at 9 p.m. And again, if you guys have any questions for any of the officers within Desert Oasis, please don't hesitate to contact them. I'm pretty sure that they're more than happy to answer any other questions. And with that, please remember to stay hydrated, get enough sleep, and yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Bye, everyone.
Bye.